It's your boy Beam L tapping in with Crystal Famous. So, what stone are we going to talk about today? Better yet, what stone are we going to talk about today in relationship to a celebrity that needs it? Bhad Babie. I chose to talk about Bhad Babie today for a variety of reasons. One reason being, recently she expressed seeing and experiencing different paranormal activities in her house.
I just see the ghost in my room. I'm really scared. I don't know what to do.
She said she saw a ghost run by. She saw a shadow figure. So that's one thing that I'm gonna address. I'm also going to address her social dynamics and like her relationship with her mom. And how her fame all came about. Where Catch Me Outside on Dr. Phil.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
What I just said.
And what that says about her being a 15-year-old girl. She's still a little kid. I mean, she's still a teenager. She's young, so she definitely has a lot to learn in regards to growing up and kind of interacting with her elders. If she chooses to walk that path. But I think that from working with kids and working with teenagers, this generation definitely has a lot less patience for elders.
Why you can't just let them come pick me up?
For a variety of reasons. All the reasons them not being wrong for, but respect is still key and crucial. Like in regards to relationships, family dynamics, and friends and all that stuff. So talking about the spiritual paranormal things she's been experiencing, her being a teenager and how that manifests in her life, as well as things she's addressed in her music, such as her most recent music video, where she talks about she's supposed to be meeting up with this 16-year-old boy, but it ends up being like a pedophile, and pedophilia is big right now in conversation because they're considering making it a legal sex or gender choice or sexual preference. So that's interesting. And I'm also going to address and talk about her entering into the entertainment industry. And the reality is that you will want some protection when entering in the entertainment industry, entering the music industry, entering the acting industry as a 15-year-old rebellious girl who probably could care less or give any fucks about what her mom said. So we're going to talk about Bhad Babie today and the stone I recommend for her. So the stone I recommend for Bhad Babie is jade. Alright? Now, we could be talking about green jade, one I have here. We could be talking about blue jade, or we could talk about black jade. Now, upon thinking about it, meditating on it, and going off the vibe, particularly with the spiritual experiences she's had, entering the entertainment industry, people in their sexual perversions, I would recommend black jade. I recommend green jade and blue jade as well, but that'll go on forward in other conversations in another video. So for this video, I'm gonna focus on black jade. I have a piece of black jade here. I got this black jade in Belize on a family vacation. Black jade represents protection. It represents fertility. It represents the descent into the underworld. It represents protection when you're in the astral realm. So in ancient Egyptian mythology, the underworld was the Amduat, the netherworld, the alternate dimension, the place the souls went when they went to sleep, the place souls went when the body died. Okay? What it also represents was in Maya, Xibalba. Xibalba was the underworld in the Mayan religion, Mayan faiths, and Mayan traditions. And Xibalba wasn't just the underworld and the netherworld. Well, it was, but they also connected it to a star in the sky, to a nebula. And they talked about that a little bit, in the movie called The Fountain. So you can check that out. They give insight on that. And you can also just do research on the ancient Mayans. So jade was big to them. It was their lightsaber on the spiritual plane. Like they gotta cut a demon off, they're gonna do it real quick. They gotta cut a hater off, they're gonna do it real quick. They gotta cut some energy off, they're gonna do it real quick. With jade. Green jade was one of the biggest, was the biggest and main one that you'll find artifacts of, but black jade was just as relevant and just as important. So you'll find black jade in Guatemala, you'll find black jade in Belize, you'll find black jade in more Northern America, such as Big Sur. So you find it particularly in the Americas, and China has a big industry with jade, where they'll ship jade from the Americas. And you also have jade in China, just not as much as is found in the Americas. So this stone right here, from what I've experienced with it, like it just like it adds another layer to my auric field, another layer to my auric shield. So it provides a bigger obstacle for bloodsuckers, for energy vampires, for psychic vampires to pierce and get through. Okay, so there's that. There's been times where I've had headaches. Now, I found that I don't just get headaches from dehydration. I mean, I could probably get one if I was dehydrated, but I don't really be dehydrated. Like, I drink water, I drink juice, even though I should mostly drink water, I still drink liquids that have water in them. Okay, so I drink a lot of water. So that's not an issue. I get headaches from going in environments with a lot of negative people, with a lot of toxic people directing negative thoughts like envy, lust, jealousy, whatever it is, you know, like I can feel somebody's plotting, like I can feel these different things. That's extrasensory perception. We all have different forms of extrasensory perception. It's just a matter if we're hip on it. We latch onto it, and if we've been doing work to enhance those extrasensory perception, aka psychic abilities. So I found that this distorts a lot of negative energy that comes my way, and it absorbs it. So Black Jade actually absorbs that energy, and what it does with it, I'm not completely sure, but I get the sense that it compresses it or transforms it, you know. And with everything going on in quantum physics and the research, for a fact there's alternate dimensions that's currently existing in this present moment in time. I mean, that's gnosis. So in this moment, your electrons are popping in and out of reality. Your quarks, gluons, muons, muons, fermions, leptons, bosons, they're all popping in and out of reality. And where are they going in these moments they pop in and out of reality? We're talking hundreds of times per second, millions of times per second, billions of times per second, depending on what particles we're talking about. So if they're popping in and out of reality, we have to ask ourselves, where are they going? They have to be going somewhere, since here collectively they want to exist on the same page and form my body or form this stone. We could probably infer that when they go somewhere else, they probably go to a similar place as well, being the same particles when they come back. Or they go somewhere else and trade places with another particle, and that other particle that they trade places with come back. But they're existing somewhere else simultaneously, right? Or within fractions of moments, micro moments and nano moments of time. So where are they going? My belief is that they go into other dimensions. My belief is that they go into those places that we don't know about, that science hasn't fully established, but it talks about dark energy, dark matter, etc. Right? So most of our universe is actually dark matter and dark energy. Okay? And we're mostly perceiving physical energy and matter, particles on this level. But dark matter, dark energy exists. So that dark dimension exists as well. I believe that's the underworld. I believe that's the netherworld. I believe that's the fifth dimension. That is another dimension. That's the Amduat. That's Shibalba. Okay? And so this stone sends that negative energy, from my understanding, to that alternate place. So it doesn't even touch you in this place. And in that place, you can imagine it has either transformed or is being dealt with there, especially if you're conscious and you're consciously dealing with it. So it protects from negative spirits, it protects from negative energy, it protects from psychic attacks. With Bhad Babie going into this industry, first and foremost, she's dealing with all kinds of people. She's dealing with good people, in regards to people that might have a benevolent perspective on her and actually want to see her do good and succeed in life and be happy and discover and know herself. And she's also dealing with pedophiles. Pedophiles are thorough throughout the acting industry. Let's not play games. Pedophiles are thorough throughout the music industry. Let's not play games. Okay? So we have a lot of different individuals and sick individuals doing all kinds of rituals in the entertainment industry. Alright, that's just the reality. And as an entertainer, I know that I'll be walking into that world of reality. But I'm doing the work and prepping and surrounding myself with people and things and internally being connected with the higher source, with the higher power, you feel me, to be protected when I enter into this realm. Now, so since she's entering into that realm, which is governed by whatever entity, right? Entities of the arts, entities of sexuality, entities of various forms of entertainment. She's gonna need protection. You know, protection when somebody come and say, look, you're becoming too popular, you gotta do A, B, and C if you wanna maintain it, or we're gonna threaten your life, or we're gonna sabotage it, right? How's she gonna deal with that emotionally? This stone helps to be empowered and be strong and grounded, once again, right? And also to know that you are protected and to use your mind and your mental abilities to send that aura of protection around yourself, because at the end of the day, whether you're talking a placebo effect or just reality, this stone stimulates your mind, stimulates and reminds you that you need to be protected. Here is considered one of the first fathers of the Mayan religion and Mayan belief system, okay? Which we can conclude was probably an Olmec, right? Or even before. But before, I'm talking in like Lemuria, I'm talking Atlantis. So he's in this position where he has one hand up, one hand down, showing protection, showing force, showing power, right? Showing yin and yang, showing above and showing below, as above, so below, Hermetic principle, right? He's doing that gesture. His solar plexus in his chest is completely covered by what appears to be a lion or a sun. Strong, bright, willpower, push forward, all right? He has a headdress on, he has his dreads, his locks, okay? His eyes are closed, showing a state of meditation or being in another realm or another dimension. God of fertility, all right? Channeling your vitality, your kundalini, your energy, and protecting your energy, because what these bloodsuckers want is your vital force, your vital energy. That's what it's all about. That's what life is about. That's the goal. And when you transmute that lead, which starts off at the base into the crown, you turn that lead into gold. And that gold is what they seek to manifest, right? Your vital energy, your creative force, your life force. So going to the entertainment industry, there's plenty of entities. Human entities as we know it, entities that are possessed, all kinds of entities exist in this realm. Entities people can't even imagine. And I mean, we talking deep, like you look one way, you looked a certain way, and then you turn around, you looked another way, you looked a little bit different. I mean, we talking about multiple levels to it, right? So this stone would be good in her discerning that those entities exist and that they're around her, and to be cognizant of who they are. So that's in regards to dealing with the entities when she get into and enter into and get bigger in this entertainment industry. Now, in regards to her seeing the shadow figures, seeing the spirits, the ghosts. Now, I've had personal experience with spirits, ghosts, shadow entities, sleep paralysis, and seeing demons myself, okay? And it happened in the astral plane, right? Like one of my craziest experiences, I was awoke, you know what I mean? Like I was just in my bathroom, had the candlelight on, saw a shadow figure. Another time I had sleep paralysis, and I saw one on my ceiling, and I could not move, and it was just this demon like just screaming at me, you know, and that was traumatizing. So those two experiences really like just, you know, made me question a lot of things about our reality. And I haven't had those experiences since, and I've done a lot of things to protect myself, saying mantras, saying prayers, conjurations, using stones to protect and surround me. So I would recommend those things to her for those shadow spirits. If you're dealing with ghosts or paranormal activities and you don't know what to do about it, you're scared, one thing I would recommend to do first, aside from praying, aside from meditating, aside from clearing the energy in your house, is get a Black Jade. Black Jade sucks that negative energy in and transmutes it, or transfers those electrons that it connects with, the energy it connects with, and sends it to a place of dark matter and a place of dark energy, into another realm, another reality, alternate dimension. So there's that. So dealing with the ghosts, dealing with the paranormal, demons, I would recommend that Bhad Babie get a Black Jade. Now, in regards to her, and you know, when she was beefing with her mom, like catch me outside, she was hyped up. She was ready to catch fade with her mom. She was ready to catch fade with Dr. Bill. She was ready to catch fade with everybody in the audience. She's hyped, going in, right? So this helps you to calm down. When I talk about the grounded aspect of this stone in particular, I'm talking bring yourself centered, just like we see here on this first father, right? Being centered. Balancing your power, calming down your energy, channeling your energy consciously, being solid, right? Jade is greatly connected to the earth. It's greatly connected to the land it comes from. So it helps you in that elemental area. It helps you in being planted and firm on the earth and experiencing the telluric energy of the earth. It helps to experience the telluric energy, the field, the force field around the earth, the electric energy that flows throughout the earth. That's what telluric energy is, and for a fact, that electric energy travels through, all right? The earth absorbs the energy of the stars, the moon, right? The water, our life on the planet, all that comes together, and it's electric as well as magnetic. So we talk about the north and south pole, we talk about the magnet aspect of the earth a lot, but we don't talk about the electric aspect as well. Like electricity is cultivated on the earth. So electricity exists on the earth and it flows to the earth. There's stones, canyons, caverns of stone underneath the earth, right? So they're interacting with that electromagnetic electric field as well, and that's where you get ley lines. So in regards to that, it would also help her just calm down and like channel her anger and frustrations in a way that's going to have a bigger impact, not necessarily on negatively hurting people, but channel it in a way where she could be understood, not judged, and also, you know what I'm saying, can speak her piece without going overboard, you know what I'm saying, and being disrespectful. Because once again, that's a respect element. That's the key and basic aspect of socializing, is respect. You don't got respect for somebody, or they don't got respect for you, the relationship doesn't go anywhere. Okay? So this would be a good stone for her, just channeling her energy in, you know what I'm saying, and being grounded. So I recommend it for that as well. Then, recently, she took it hard when XXXTentacion passed away. Bless his soul, right? When he passed away, like, she was sad, you know, she mentioned that, showed it on her video, talked about it on YouTube, Snapchat, and expressed, like, you know, how hurt she was. She was actually crying. So this stone also helps someone get through grief when you lose someone you love or pass away. A lot of black stones are good for that. They absorb a lot of the grief, but they also help you to process and understand, and also go and visit them in the underworld, in the netherworld, in the alternate dimension, in the place of dark matter and dark energy, in the place of the astral body, the astral realm when you dream. So this, at the very least, even if one doesn't perceive that individual in the astral plane or in the alternate dimension, it is a reminder that they were here for a reason, that you're here for a reason, that your relationship still exists, because matter is neither created nor destroyed, energy is neither created nor destroyed, right? It all exists eternally. So when the body passes away, just because the body passes away, if you're experiencing consciousness right now, if you're conscious, that means there's energy in flow and existing, and you're perceiving. Right? So the fact that you're perceiving means you're a part of energy or matter that perceives. If you're a part of energy and matter that perceives, and you're energy and matter, when your physical body dies, this perception has to still exist because it's energy. So, once again, that doesn't mean that death is the end. So this stone helps to understand that. It helps us get through love, through the passing away of loved ones, family, and friends, get through the death process for ourselves and for others. Right? So it also helps deal with that, helps deal with grief and sorrow. And the last thing, you know, just in regards to being social, like, it helps one to embrace and be where one is in the present moment. That's a 0 point. The 0 point. 0 point in quantum physics is where all electromagnetic waves meet in 1 point in a vacuum. Okay? If something is taken out of that totality, then the universe rushes to refill it. Okay? So that's deep when we conceptualize that. When a soul is taken off this planet, there's someone else born. When a consciousness leaves this body, it goes somewhere else. So once again, this is Beam Mel, Crystal Famous, talking about Black Jade and why I recommend it to Bhad Babie. Peace. Black Jade, check it out. This is Beam. Once again, Black Jade. If you want to check out Black Jade or know more what it's about, you can beamjazz143.com to learn more about it. If you want me to purchase one for you, you can reach out via my website or comment on the video and I'll take care of it for you. We can discuss how we want to make it happen. Bhad Babie, if you're watching this video and you're really trying to find some form of degree to get through all the things that are happening in your life, the major transformations you went through in the last couple of years, and all the things you've experienced since you've been on the Dr. Phil show, as well as the dark spiritual things you're experiencing in regards to spiritual entities, shadow figures, or even pedophiles, which I'm sure you're having to deal with or interact or see.